Are you slowly bleeding your wealth away without even realizing it? Most people don't lose their financial future to one catastrophic decision. It's the small, seemingly insignificant choices that erode your potential for wealth. Today, we're diving into the 7 things that poor people waste their money on. These are the habits that keep people stuck in a cycle of poverty, no matter how much they earn. If you're serious about changing your financial destiny, then stick around, because number 7 is the biggest wealth killer of all, and you might be guilty of it without even knowing. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what's draining your bank account and how to fix it. 1. Impulsive spending on trends. We've all been there, scrolling through social media when suddenly, you're hit with an ad for the latest must-have item. Whether it's the hottest new phone, the trendiest sneakers, or a gadget you never knew you needed, it's so easy to get caught up in the excitement. But here's the reality. Poor people waste money by chasing trends. They buy things to keep up with others or to feel like they belong, but those purchases quickly lose their value. The clothes go out of style, the tech becomes outdated, and the excitement fades. What doesn't fade? The hole left in your bank account. Each impulsive buy pulls you further away from financial stability. And let's be honest, do you even remember what you bought on impulse last month? Probably not. If you want to build real wealth, start focusing on long-term value rather than short-term thrills. But impulsive spending is just the start. While poor people are chasing trends, they're also falling victim to another money trap that seems harmless on the surface, but is actually a silent wealth killer. Expensive coffee and eating out. Let's talk about that daily coffee run, or the quick stop at your favorite fast food spot. Sure, $6 for a latte or $15 for lunch doesn't seem like much in the moment, but when you add it all up, it becomes a massive drain on your finances. Imagine this, spending $6 on coffee every day for a year. Doesn't sound like much, right? But by the end of the year, you've spent over $2,000 on coffee alone. That's $2,000 that could have gone into stocks, savings, or even towards a down payment on a home. It's these small daily indulgences that add up without us realizing it. And sure, you might say, but I enjoy my coffee. I enjoy eating out with friends. But let me ask you this. Do you enjoy being stuck in the same financial place year after year? Because that's the trade-off. While you're sipping your overpriced coffee, your future self is wondering where all your savings went. What's worse is that these little expenses can snowball into even bigger financial issues down the road. And if you think coffee and meals are bad, just wait until we dive into something that poor people often throw even more money into, and it's a decision that can stick with you for years. 3. Expensive cars and leases. Everyone wants to drive a nice car. It's a symbol of success, right? But here's the hard truth. Poor people waste money on cars they can't afford. They get caught up in the allure of a luxury vehicle, or they opt for expensive lease payments that eat away at their income every month. But here's what no one tells you. The moment you drive that new car off the lot, its value starts to drop. It's a depreciating asset, meaning it loses value with every mile you drive. Yet, month after month, you're paying hefty payments for something that's losing value faster than you can pay it off. Think about it. Would you rather spend thousands each year on a car that's draining your bank account, or invest that money in something that appreciates over time? And sure, driving a nice car might feel good in the short term, but long term? It's a financial black hole. Now, while a car can weigh down your finances, there's an even sneakier money waster lurking in your everyday routine, something that could be quietly draining your bank account month after month without you even noticing. 4. Subscriptions and unused services. Subscriptions. On the surface, they seem harmless, don't they? Just a few bucks a month for Netflix, a couple more for that gym membership, maybe even a premium music or streaming service. But here's the catch. How many of these subscriptions are you actually using? Poor people waste their money by paying for services they've forgotten about or no longer use. It's the slow leak in your financial boat, draining your resources without you even realizing it. Think about it. When's the last time you actually used that yoga app you signed up for? Or that meal delivery service you keep forgetting to cancel? Those $10, $15, and $30 monthly payments add up over the course of a year. Before you know it, you've wasted hundreds, if not thousands, on things that add no value to your life. It's time to audit your subscriptions and start cutting off the ones that aren't moving you forward financially. Every dollar saved is a dollar that can be invested or saved for your future. But if you think subscriptions are sneaky, just wait until we get to something that's far more dangerous. Something that poor people rely on hoping for a financial miracle. 5. Lottery tickets and gambling. The lottery, a game of chance that millions of people throw their money at every week, hoping for a life-changing win. But here's the harsh reality. Poor people waste their money on the lottery, expecting to get rich quick. The truth? You're more likely to get struck by lightning than win the jackpot. Yet, countless people throw away hard-earned cash on tickets, scratch-offs, and bets, convinced that their lucky day is just around the corner. But wealth doesn't come from luck. It comes from smart investments, discipline, and consistent effort. The lottery and gambling prey on the hope of a quick fix, while wealthy people understand that building financial security takes time. It's about playing the long game, not betting on a fleeting moment of chance. Now, while gambling is an obvious financial risk, there's another trap that poor people fall into every day, something far more subtle, yet far more devastating to their financial health. 6. High-interest debt and credit cards. Credit cards. What feels like free money at first quickly turns into a financial nightmare. Poor people waste their money by racking up high-interest debt, swiping their cards without thinking about the consequences. And those consequences are steep. When you're paying 20% or more in interest, every purchase you make with that card ends up costing you far more than it's worth. It's easy to fall into the trap of, "I'll pay it off later," but later turns into months, then years, of watching your debt grow and your wealth shrink. The more you pay in interest, the less you have to save, invest, or build your financial future. Every dollar of debt keeps you chained to the cycle of poverty, preventing you from moving forward. If you're carrying high-interest debt, your first priority should be getting rid of it. Otherwise, it will keep you from ever achieving true financial freedom. But as bad as credit card debt is, there's one expense that can drain your wealth even faster. One that seems like a necessity, but can actually be sabotaging your entire financial future. 7. Overpriced housing. Housing is one of the biggest expenses for most people, but poor people waste their money by living in homes or apartments they can't truly afford. We all want to live in a nice place, something comfortable, maybe even impressive. But if your rent or mortgage is taking up more than 30% of your income, you're setting yourself up for financial stress. It might feel good to live in that luxury apartment or have a big house in the suburbs, but if your housing costs are eating up your income, you're limiting your ability to save, invest, or spend on the things that truly matter. Wealthy people understand the value of living below their means. They know that downsizing or choosing a more affordable place gives them the freedom to use their money where it counts. You don't have to live in a palace to build wealth. In fact, the less you spend on housing, the more you'll have to invest in your future. Remember, every dollar you save from these wasteful habits is a dollar you can put toward building the life you truly want. So which will it be? Will you continue wasting money like the poor, or will you take control and start building wealth like the rich? The future you dream of isn't built on luck or chance. It's built on the decisions you make every single day. Are you willing to let go of the habits that keep you poor? Or are you ready to start investing in yourself and your future? The choice is in your hands. If you want more content like this to help guide you on your path to financial freedom, make sure to subscribe and start taking action today.